Artemus Toast here, and I'm sad to say this is another upload having to do with the unfortunate passing of one of those many artists that are kind of instrumental to the rock game in one form or another. And then unfortunately, Jay Giles passed away. Unfortunately, Jay Giles passed away of the Jay Giles Band. You know, uh, I woke up this morning. Unfortunately, read that on the Yahoo's. Obviously, it's a very sad, you know, loss to the music community. Um, you know, Obviously Jay Giles was, not only the namesake of the band, but also the guitarist. Being a guitarist, I definitely, like to pay attention to what other guitarists are doing out there. Jay Giles' band was one of those bands that, like a lot of bands that started in the late '60s. They went through not really I guess, I mean, you can call it a change in sound, but an evolution in sound, as far as the musical landscape was going. You know, Jay Giles, or John Warren Geils Jr., as his given name, um, you know, really influenced by jazz and blues music. And then, like a lot of artists that started in the late 60s, or a lot of bands that started in the late 60s, you know, as they developed throughout the 70s and, into the early 80s, they kind of, I guess you could, it's just rock to me, but, obviously there has to be some kind of subgenre of a subgenre that, they have to put some kind of label on it. But, he was part of, one of those mini groups, such as the Cars, etc., that kind of went through that part of the new wave transformation. This is Monkey Island. You know, Freeze Frame is, probably what they're best known for. Based on the title track Freeze Frame, and Centerfold was another huge song of theirs. Obviously they had many other songs. Love Stinks. That's another one that was really really popular when it came out. Jay Giles also, after the I guess the breakup of Jay Giles' band, he had a lot to do with old car restoration. Like most rockers, big car guy too. Started you know a company called KTR Motorsports, which he eventually sold. But if I'm not mistaken, even after he sold it, he used to deal a lot with that company. But once again, unfortunately, the rock world has lost another great guitarist, another great musician, another influential, person within the music industry, by the passing of Jay Giles. You know, Found dead in his home in Massachusetts at the age of 71. At this point, natural causes. But as I said previously, the rock world, the music world has lost another great. Highly recommend to listening to some Jay Giles bands. Catch up with a lot of their work. Great stuff. I'll be listening to some today. To pay my respects. Another wonderful thing about recording music is it lives on. But rest in peace, Jay Giles. Another sad loss to the music world. Rock on, Artemis Toast out.